What's going on, Bills fans? This is Bills Latest. I am your host, Michael Korn. We are brought to you by FanArc. And let's be honest, it's not an absolute we're in the playoffs right now. Currently, though, we are a 97% chance. And if you take a little peek at the other teams that are good odds to make it, Broncos 99, Patriots 99, Jaguars 97% chance, Texans 89. The other two teams, Chargers at 63% currently, Steelers at 66% currently. Any of those quarterbacks scare you? Any of those teams really scare you? Yes, the Patriots, the Broncos are playing good. I'm a bigger believer in the Patriots than I am the Broncos. They've been winning a lot of close games. Their division is kind of down. You don't have to worry about Kansas City this year. Chiefs, whew. I guess that loss against the Texans doesn't look so bad. Shut down Mahomes too, huh? Now let's take that back. Chiefs are bad this year. Chiefs are bad. Bill fans love to see that. Love to see that. So you don't got to worry about him. You don't got to worry about Lamar. You don't really got to worry about Joe Burrow right now. Lamar could sneak his way in. They're ninth on the bubble list right now. They got a 34% chance of making it. That team does not look good. They look pretty dreadful. I don't expect the Ravens to make the playoffs. So out of these quarterbacks that I'm looking at, May is probably the best. Then you got what? Herbert maybe? Aaron Rodgers? CJ Stroud? Bo Nix? Josh Allen? Wow, that just sounds different, doesn't it? If this were the year to make a run to the Super Bowl, this is it. This is the year. The quarterbacks that this team has to go through is not going to be your typical AFC quarterbacks. This isn't going to be your gauntlet of Mahomes, Burrow, Jackson. This is Bo Nix, Drake May, Old Man Rodgers. Old Man Rodgers got me thinking of Phillip Rivers. I was going to say he might as well come back for the Chargers. Justin Herbert and then CJ Stroud. CJ Stroud's sneaky. Texans defense is for real. I would say the Patriots, Bills, and Texans are probably the scariest team, in my opinion, out of the AFC right now. But man, if I'm Buffalo and I'm Josh Allen, I'm thinking, man, just get us to the playoffs. Just get us there. It really doesn't matter where you're even seated at this point. Because again, these other teams, they're new here. Trevor Lawrence, Bo Nix, Drake May. Not rookie quarterbacks by any means, but not crafty veterans. Haven't really been there before, like your Mahomes or your Burrow or your Jacksons. Rodgers has been there. He's won a Super Bowl. But we saw how to defeat them. And that's going to be the key. What are we going to do? Because right now we're living and dying by Josh Allen. And yes, he is Superman. Yes, he can make any play on the football field, if not then some. But man, you got to take some pressure off this guy. He almost leapt out of the stadium when they had that pick six by the defense. It was like, oh my God, somebody else scored points. And that defense, man, they've been getting the turnovers. That's awesome. But they still struggle to get off the field. So they're not really doing Josh any favors besides giving him rest. But that's why they need to run the football. It takes so much pressure off of Josh to try to fit it in these tight windows. And yes, he can. We saw it on the touchdown pass. Again, it's there if you need it. But at the end of the day, take some pressure off the guy. You have Cook. Should be the leading rusher at the end of the year. Give him the football. Give him the football. Because Josh really only turns the football over when he is forcing it. And he forces it because of our wide receivers and our scheme. So if we can figure something out there to just take that little bit of pressure off, that's going to set the Bills on such a better trajectory with him being able to just play quarterback and not have to play hero quarterback. And that's why something needs to change, whether it's scheme for these wide receivers. I'm not quite sure what they need to do, but they just continually do not get open. Cook's irrelevant. Gabe Davis, couple catches here and there. Our tight ends, phenomenal. Absolutely phenomenal. I think at this point, put all 3 tight ends out there. To just turn Kincaid into a wide receiver, an oversized wide receiver. That would be where I would be going with this. Yeah, you're losing a lot of depth. You know what you can find? You find great tight ends. Go find a couple more and just put a whole bunch of tight ends out there. Because ever since Davis's came in, since Coleman when he was in there briefly, now Cooks, you don't really see Shakir getting the ball his way a lot. Coleman had a couple targets. Shouldn't have any targets. Shouldn't even be out there. Still don't understand that. Truly don't understand that. Talk about trying to put a round peg in a square hole. Just don't get it. But something needs to change with our passing game. And I think we got to look at the scheme. Because it seems like Brady has like a mind of his own. And that's where I give McDermott a little bit of credit. Because I feel like he's starting to get in his ear. Because you saw in that second half, they came out running the ball. Somebody got in Brady's ear and told him to start running the football. And I'm hoping that was McDermott. And if so, I give him some credit. That's how you kind of start getting your locker room back in order. Because everybody knows that's what you should be doing. And if the head coach doesn't say anything, so credit where credit is due. And then Brady it's like he loses focus. And then he goes off and just starts trying different plays. So something needs to change there. But our upcoming game, big game against the Patriots, 1:00 in New England. Again, Josh Allen, why did you go teach Drake May anything? I hate that. I really hate that. You help this kid out. Now he's electric. You have a career in football coach after. Quarterback coach, Josh. Phenomenal. Phenomenal job. But now you need to win to split. You're not going to win the division most likely, but a win would get you a hell of a lot closer. You win the division, man, that's game changer. So this is a big game for both these teams because New England is sick and tired of seeing Buffalo on top for the last 5-6 years. They want it back to the way that they're used to. And that's where Buffalo needs to come in and actually stop them. Get a big win in Foxborough. Because that'll be a huge momentum builder. Huge momentum builder. So again, that's going to be an exciting game. We can't wait for that game. We're going to be talking more about it in the upcoming days. But for today, that's been it. This has been Bill's Latest. I was your host, Michael Korn. We were brought to you by FanArc. And again, we appreciate you guys watching and listening. We hope you hit that like and subscribe button down below. And again, we'll see you tomorrow with some more good content. See you guys.